The hilarious Danny McBride makes a surprise cameo in Superbad, but it's so brief that you might miss it if you're not paying attention. The film, written and executive produced by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and directed by Greg Mottola, has become a comedy classic. 16 years after its release, audiences are still reciting hilarious Superbad quotes. The movie marked the start of success for many of the people involved, and Danny McBride is one of several actors who made an appearance before becoming a well-known name. McBride is now famous for creating and starring in hit television series such as Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, and The Righteous Gemstones. When Superbad was released in 2007, he had just starred in the independent film The Footfist Way, which he also co-wrote. Though still relatively unknown, he was carving a path for himself as a writer, producer, and comedic actor. Given McBride's eventual success, his Superbad cameo now appears to be a hint toward the star that he would become. Danny McBride appears as an extra during Superbad's first party scene. He does not have any dialogue. Michael Cera, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Jonah Hill looking at a laptop in Superbad. Danny McBride appears in Superbad during a party scene about halfway in. At the 54:53 mark, he enters the kitchen with a beer and greets a group of friends. He can be seen briefly in the background, sifting through liquor and chatting with the group. This is the only scene in which he appears, and he does not have any speaking lines. In August 2017, Seth Rogen posted facts about the movie on Twitter to celebrate its 10-year anniversary. One tweet said, "Danny McBride is an extra in the background of the first party scene in Superbad." Before this tweet, few fans even realized that McBride was in the film. Why Danny McBride has a cameo in Superbad? Seth Rogen was impressed by McBride's work. Dale and Red looking scared in Pineapple Express. Seth Rogen was a fan of Danny McBride's work and gave him the uncredited role in Superbad as Buddy at Party. The two met after Rogen and Superbad producer Judd Apatow watched The Footfist Way and expressed interest in working with McBride. This led to McBride being invited to the set of their latest film, Knocked Up, then to the actor making his cameo in Superbad alongside his The Footfist Way collaborators Jody Hill and Ben Best. From there, Rogen and McBride became good friends. Superbad was just the first of several films they worked on together. The following year, McBride starred alongside Rogen in Pineapple Express, which was another box office success co-written and produced by Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and Judd Apatow. That movie, directed by McBride's friend David Gordon Green, better showcased his comedic talent. In 2009, McBride appeared in two more films alongside Rogen, Fanboys, in an uncredited role, and Observe and Report. In 2013, the actors again worked alongside each other in This Is the End, another Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg film. This Danny McBride cameo mirrors an early Seth Rogen one. Rogen played a cameraman in Anchorman before he became famous. Seth Rogen as eager cameraman who's shooting footage as Veronica looks at her notes in Anchorman. It's interesting that Seth Rogen was the one to give Danny McBride his early career Superbad cameo, because a similar thing happened to him. In 2004, Rogen had a very small role in the endlessly quotable Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Produced by Judd Apatow, the comedy film takes place at a television station in 1970s San Diego and stars Will Ferrell as the titular pompous anchorman who refuses to change with the times when he's forced to share the spotlight with a female co-anchor, Veronica Corningstone, Christina Applegate. Prior to her promotion, Veronica was forced to cover fluff pieces. One of her assignments was reporting on a cat fashion show, and Rogen played the bemused eager cameraman. This was Rogen's second film role after he played Ricky Danforth in 2001's Donnie Darko. He had also starred in Judd Apatow's two short-lived TV series, the cult classic Freaks and Geeks as Ken Miller and the college comedy series Undeclared as Ron Garner. Even though Rogen's Anchorman cameo didn't make much of an impression at the time, like McBride in Superbad, huge success was just around the corner for the actor. The next year saw Rogen star in Judd Apatow's feature directorial debut, The 40-Year-Old Viren, as the sexually adventurous Cal. This is easily Rogen's breakout role, and he is now considered one of Hollywood's top comedic talents. Though Rogen's TV career isn't as prestigious as McBride's, that may very well change. In the past few years, Rogen has starred in Pam and Tommy, Platonic, and most recently, The Studio, which he co-created with his Superbad writing partner and friend Evan Goldberg, alongside Peter Heike, Alex Gregory, and Frida Perez.